Still recovering after the latest finale? Then it's time to break down all the plot gaps in the upcoming Season 5 characters. Spoilers ahead. After a glorious Season 3 and its perfect ending, the writers had a tough task to accomplish: move the plot from a dead point. Yet the beef between the OGs and the four newbies Uri, Patrick, Menthia, and Felipe was far from long-lasting. In the world of Elite, steamy passion always takes over. This year, though, it ruined the love we've been rooting for 3 seasons straight. Nadia and Guzman have been nurturing, building, and restoring their relationship from day one of this show. Now, things really don't end well when these two get over their feelings when a third person, Uri, comes in. Both Guzman and Nadia went through a hell of a ride trying to make things work while addressing social issues of class, faith, and family dilemmas. The least poetic way to finish this inspiring chapter was to cut it all off. So you're saying these two accepted their differences and made it through only to break up weeks later after Guzman sees a new girl and realizes he still wants to party? Right. Also, considering the fact that the character of Guzman is now being sent off to travel the world, the showrunner could have just made him join Nadia in New York to satisfy fans' whims and make a logical reunion for the couple. Or maybe that is exactly what Guzman has in mind and we just have to wait and see. That being said, will we ever get to see Guzman's parents again? How did they react to his departure, and how come we never see him exchange a single conversation with them anymore? Does he not live with them anymore? We're left to wonder. On the same note of things really not making sense, where are Lou and Valerio? Season 3 ended up with both Nadia and Lou going to New York for their academic ventures. It was surprising how easily Nadia returned for a split second to break up with Guzman via video call, yet there was no trace of Lou. Nadia and Lou were meant to be studying at the same university, and although that does not necessarily mean they would live together, it would be nice to at least get a glimpse of our favorite character. Meanwhile, Valerio was meant to be in Madrid looking after Carla's wineries. Or was he conveniently forgotten about since the forbidden love between him and his sister was not well received by everyone? What the new season should really address, though, is the disappearance of multiple characters with no explanation. Just like what happened with Laeti Sene, who portrayed Mullick and was meant to be in the US with the girls. Everyone seems to have been replaced by the new sibling trio and Prince Felipe, with the latter being a mystery on his own. We're left to guess at his backstory and who the lady is that he's so desperately trying to win back. The surveillance at school and the appointment of the new director merely for the protection of the prince all make him look like a main character, when in fact we barely touch upon his personality, except for the fact that he cannot take no for an answer with women, and that basically is the reason why he had to flee his home country. Again, nobody tells us why the new director Benjamin is the one capable of fixing the school and protecting Felipe. If only it wasn't for Felipe's troubled past, then Elite would not have had a new crime to unveil, and maybe Guzman and Nadia would still be a thing and the never-ending cycle of homicide would have been over. Let's talk about the gist of the show. What really cannot keep happening are all the murders in this show. This year, not one, but so many crimes took place right in front of our very eyes. Yet the writers let us know early on in episode 3 that none of the main characters were going to die, so there was really no suspense or expectations for the rest of the season. In fact, they even removed the emotional aspect from it too. We know very little about Armando, except that he is not really the good guy he tried to convince Menthia he was. Is anyone looking for Armando? What's his backstory, and does he have a secret family? A new mystery may unfold when the body is found on the bottom of the river. They should have hidden it wherever Christian is. That guy's not been able to be traced for 3 seasons. And at this point, all hopes are lost of him ever being found. Now, Rebecca is also one of those who knows where the body is hidden and will have to keep an eye on the ongoing investigation to safeguard the secret from Menthia, her family, and the rest of the world. Will it affect the newly restored relationship between Reby and Menthia? From the previous season, we know for a fact keeping a secret never leads to anything good. Now that Benjamin knows the truth, how far will he go to ensure the safety of his children? For one, he may finally bless Reby and Menthia's union, give his friend up to the police, or go quite the opposite and break bad, becoming complicit in the crime with his protege, Samu. One thing that seems to be constant in the series is Cayetana's character trope. Is this girl ever gonna get any development beyond wanting money and settling for any guy that can potentially offer it to her? Although 8 episodes is not much, the new season may shed some light on her character and reveal where Cayetana will go after high school is over. The rest of the fan base seemed to focus on another underdevelopment this year, Omar being stuck in his lane. Will Omar ever get out of the club and have a life beyond Ander? Obviously, the whole love drama and cheating cannot be all that there is. The end of Season 3 of Elite gave us an inside look into the life of Shunas. The father-son family reunion was truly deep and moving, but what now? Does Omar never speak to his father anymore or never see his family? Omar's own aspirations, dreams, plans, and even social life beyond his lovers is hidden from the viewer's eye. His character development went from closeted and reserved to liberated and proud to a cheater and then a carer for his partner. Now that Ander has gone to pursue his life, we might be able to see the showrunners focus on Omar more. Rumor has it Omar will be the one to find Armando's body in the new season, which could make him culpable in the ongoing crime. Speaking of the real culprits though, Guzman and Ander's departure was inspected. It's heartbreaking to say farewell to Ander and Aaron Piper, who plays him. Remember how just a couple of months earlier the internet was speculating that Omar Ayuso and Itzan Escamilla wouldn't be reprising their roles after Season 4? Well, looks like we were deceived. Now that all of the OGs are leaving, it seems like the world, the show, will never be the same. On the other hand though, how convenient and odd is it that Guzman has been written off the show when he's the one who just murdered a guy? I guess in the new season we'll not be seeing anyone being devoured by guilt. Previously, Elite's whole plot revolved around the guilt trips Polo used to have after what he did to Marina. Everyone ganged up against him to the point where he wanted to end his life. Seems a bit unreasonable now for the showrunners to let go of Guzman so easily after he just did the same. So Polo paid with his life, whereas Guzman gets to pursue his happily ever after in a traveling retreat? Something doesn't add up here. Although Lou also got her second chance to get away, Armando's investigation is still on its way, and we may see Guzman coming back for questioning. Or maybe we'll get a separate show about Ander and Guzman's traveling diaries? Who wouldn't mind that? Now that we know Samu stays in the show, we should get a better picture of what is happening in his life. For example, will he ever reunite with his family? A teenage kid living alone with no family members helping him out and a job in a restaurant to pay his bills. Did child services let it slide? This year, Samu finishes school and we need to know what happens then. Will he ever go to college or will he flee the city? Maybe Elri will make another move on Samu now that Guzman left with Ander into nowhere? Speaking of Ari, the writers did not go far from their initial cast tropes of trying to create classist rich kids with little moral codes out of the new heroes as well. Did you see Ari say Lou's iconic catchphrase cariño to Cayetana in their school restroom? Girl, there's only one person on planet Earth who gets to say that, and she's not in the show. Speaking of fresh drama, Season 5 brings 2 more new characters, which gives us a hint that the show is far from its upshot. In her recent interview, Carla Diaz, who plays Ari, revealed that Season 4 and 5 were filmed together, so it seems like the main cast knows the ending of the mystery. While there are no rumors for Season 6, there is a chance Season 5 may be the final one, and there are already some behind-the-scenes clips being released by the cast members. Argentinian actress Valentina Zanare and Brazilian actor Andre Lamoglia are both entering the world of Elite as new students at Las Encinas. Are the new kids friends or enemies? Maybe the two are secret witnesses who weren't far from the crime scene, Armando's friends, or just an addition to the love triangles. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, if you want to binge on more insights on the behind the scenes of making Elite, make sure to check out more videos on our channel. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay awesome.